right, so here's number 7, and just from glancing at it, I can already tell this is another TEI, which means technology enhanced item. These are the ones that people usually struggle with the most, so you need to pay close attention to these. Directions. You do not need to read a passage to answer the question. Read and answer the question. Click on the correct answers. Read this sentence. During the summer months, it is very unlikely that it will snow. In which words does un mean the same as it does in unlikely? So basically, boys and girls, this is just a prefixes question. You all should be experts on prefixes because of word study. So we are looking at the meaning of un in unlikely. Well, we studied the prefix un, so we know that un in this word, unlikely, what does it mean? It means not likely, or remember, it can also mean the opposite of. I'm not going to write out the opposite of right here because that would take me forever with this little pencil tool. But it means not or the opposite of. So we need to look carefully at every single one of these choices and see if un means the same as it does in unlikely, if it means not or the opposite of. Unload. Well, when you unload something, what does it mean? Does it mean you not load it? Does it mean the opposite of loading? Yes, it does. It is the opposite of loading. So it is used the same in unload. Take a look at unacceptable. And again, we're going to plug in our meanings. First of all, do we have a base word here? Acceptable. Does unacceptable mean not acceptable or the opposite of acceptable? Yes, it does. So it is used the same as it does in unlikely. Uncertain. Again, do we have a base word? Not certain. Absolutely. It's being used the same as it is in unlikely. Uniform. Well, does un mean not a form or the opposite of a form? No, actually the prefix here is not even un. We remember from studying our number prefixes that uniform means everybody is wearing one. Uni means one. So that is not the same as unlikely. Union. Does it mean not yun? Again, I think this is actually supposed to be uni and not un. Understand. Does that mean not understand or the opposite of understand? No, it is not being used the same. So the 3 correct answers would be unload, unacceptable, uncertain. You need to pause this and look at your answer sheet and see if maybe you chose one of these. If you did, you're going to put that in your correction sheet and you need to tell me what was wrong with it. If you put union on there, you need to say the prefix is actually uni because union means it's all one together. All right, so look at your corrections sheet. That was number 7. It was a TEI. That is very important to put that down. And the stem was, in which words does un mean the same as in unlikely? Again, I'm paraphrasing this. You need to put in there what you chose that was incorrect, why you chose it, and what's wrong with it. Again, like if you had understand, you need to know it does not mean not understand. Okay. The answers are unload, unacceptable, and uncertain, because unlikely, un means not or opposite of. You could even put opposite of load, not acceptable, not certain, right here. Strategy tip, you need to ask yourself, what does the prefix, sometimes it's not going to be un, mean? And plug it in with choices. Okay, just fill it into the word. Self-assess, tell me how you feel about this now, and you are done with number 7.